Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. The sun in the sky has a smile on his face.
Alright. Alright. Good evening, Retroverse. Good evening, everyone. Sorry about the late start. I had scheduled this, as you know, around 3 p.m.-ish. And around that time, I had gotten, really dizzy and lethargic, and I wound up, crashing out on the couch, falling asleep. I guess it was something to do with the heat in the house and all that. It's just a hot day today. It's pretty hot, 82 degrees outside, no less. So yeah, I've been kind of off and on, nodding off, um, you know, but here we are. But yeah, I crashed out on the couch um, around that time when I scheduled this. So I officially, formally apologize about the delay. But hey, what's going on, Retroverse? How's everybody doing? Welcome to everybody. Um, it's Saturday, and my mom, bless her heart and soul, she bought pizza. Got some pizza. Yeah. It's the stuffed crust, Parmesan stuffed crust pizza. I believe when I looked at the receipt, it was sausage and steak. But we gotta do the bit, so hold on. We gotta do the bit. We gotta do it, guys. You know what we gotta do. Squish. Okay. Alright. Hold on. Alright. So here we go. Wait for it. Oh, wait, I didn't do that right. Open it. We're celebrating Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because the raid promo, so I gotta do this. Wait, please, a moment to reflect. It's pizza. I like plates. I move my mouse pad out of the way. God, that's a terrible lighting. But hey, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's what it is, you know. I'm sorry if my face everything looks orange. That's the way the lamp shines. So, alright. Pizza. Let's see what we got here. Tad bit heated. I let it cool down some before starting the live stream. Ooh, that's pretty right there. That's a nice slice. Right? Cheese is always. The cheese never disappoints. Garlic is true. And as relation to our conversation yesterday about the onions and all that, never catch me dead eating onions on my paste. Garlic maybe, but no onions. As a matter of fact, the sauce you currently see me on I have on the pizza is none other than garlic parmesan sauce. Is it garlic parmesan sauce? And I don't. Here's the thing. All of us, me personally, I used to eat like pizza like when tomato sauce. Anytime my mother orders pizza, she's got me into the habit of getting garlic parmesan sauce. Now my mom, she can't do tomato sauce due to the acidicness and the heartburn. So, but yeah, here we go. Oh shit. Oh. Mm. Mm. What's up, Cosmo? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, Cosmo. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing, Cosmo? Good to see you. Welcome in, brother. Miss you. I miss you. I will tell you, Cosmo, today is a hot day. Damn skippy. 82 degrees outside, and it's hot as hell in here. Mm. Mm. Cosmo, nice seeing me, huh? Why? Cause this? Is that what you're gonna? Well, Cosmo, I know where you're going with this, but you just talking about these guns, fool. I'm just kidding. Love you, Cosmo. Welcome in, brother. How you doing? I thought, I thought that's you. It is me. It's me. In the flesh. I like guys. Ow. Mm, mm, mm. Ha ha ha, you goofball, you. Hey, takes one to know one. Mm, 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 mm. I could pull Garfield right here. I'll be like, I've been saved by the sweet taste of pizza. Kind of like how someone need to get their brakes checked. But yes, I'm a goofball too, bro. Yeah, we all know this. We know. We love you too. Cosmo would be the guy that would hug me in my leg or something. I'm like, what are you hugging me for? And some third guy would have told him, and he's like, because he told me to. Kind of the penguins. What is this? Is it? No, it's happy for you. He'd be hugging his friend, and be like, "Why are you hugging me for?" He told me to. Remember, guys, when I said I was gonna eat all the cheese, I meant it. I'm like, oh, it's cheese, yes, sir. Oh. Mm, that's some good stuff. Mm. Working on getting. Cosmo says, I'm working on getting unlimited ammo for RE3 by playing Mercenary mode. Need 9. God, that's a lot of nines. 9,999 points for that. Almost getting there. Wait. There's a point system? You mean tell me there's a point system? There's points? Huh. That's gonna be another thing I jot down the list of many things that I had no clue about regarding the video game law. Cosmo, our buddy Cosmo Raider guy, just opened up a new archive of things that I had no idea. It's like that guy Taco on here. He's like, that guy Taco Reacts I watch on the Facebook Reels. Whenever he learns something that he knew about his job, like for 20, they didn't know for 20 years, he goes and looks up at the sky. He's like, Jesus Christ, there are going to be a long laundry list of things we got to talk about when I get up to heaven. I think, son of a bitch. Cosmo says, once you unlock the, I'm gonna have to highlight this. Highlight, please. Thank you. Please. All right. Complete the game. You unlock Mercy. A huge fan, clearly. But the fact you can unlock infinite ammo for all weapons for the main game encourages me to pursue this. Yeah. And that's what I love about you, Cosmo. You're not a quitter. You're what we call an overachiever. Stubborn. Like me. And that's what I love about you, man. You're when it comes to completing tasks, you're very stubborn, you're persistent. In regarding games, I mean. You're what's the word? Committed and devoted to getting the job done. That's what I mean. I live in a family full of people that are like that. Cool. There's a lot of sauce. God damn. No, when I said Judy on a good sauce, that's a lot of sauce. God damn. Well, Madonna said herself, don't go for second best. In one of her songs, I don't remember all the lyrics, but she did a song that had a lyric called "Don't Go Second." Don't go for second less or something like that. I don't know. I don't listen to Madonna half the time. This was literally just on 1980s CD I listened to back around the time that I had a Discman that had like a heavy metal logo on it. So. Wait a minute. Same goes with handsome friends. Heh. Yep. Clearly you're an overachiever. brother. See, when it comes to like anything I encounter in life, like food, people, I try to look at the beauty of people, even in the time of darkness, you know? Like, person could look like a really shitty person and then turn out to be something beautiful, you know. Mm. 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 Now, so Cosmo, I was talking about my buddy Beans the last night. We was talking about all this nostalgia thing, and I think me mentioning the reference to Kids W before Kids TV, Sonic X actually, what's the word, encouraged me to watch clips from some of the Sonic movies, and I can't help but understand that Knuckles, that character, has always been the cocky one. That Red Echidna character, Knuckles, has always been a cocky one in every Sonic reference, TV reference. Even in Sonic, Sonic X, he was a cocky one about his muscle strength and everything. Like your typical, you know. I was watching a clip from the Sonic 3 movie when they're about to have a military vehicle dropped on him, and he catches it. He goes 1,000,000% and winks at them and puts it down. My favorite part excuse me. My favorite part of all the Knuckles references in that movie, and there's two actually, where they're like camping over like a campfire and they're roasting marshmallows, and he notices his marshmallows turn black. He's like, "I have dishonored my marshmallow." I'm like, what? And then you go to the part where he's about to make an entrance into the facility where and one guy says, "Buddy, I think it's time for you. Now would be a good time for you." And Knuckles launches himself off the building and breaks his brake. He's like, "Break glass in case of emergency." It's like, oof. And Cosmo, thank you for still being here, man. I see that. I only like Sonic Adventures 1 or 2. So, Sonic Adventures 1 or 2, which one you prefer? Because I know there's a majority of the people that would prefer Sonic Adventures 2. Because a lot of people, I've heard from different reviews on Sonic Adventures 1, like Director's Cut, there's people like hating on it. People actually 100% are like, not really 100%, there's a lot of people hating on Sonic Adventures 1. And also, I learned something new recently. Number one, you like Sonic Adventures 1. Okay. I don't know enough experience about the two games to actually love or hate them. I'm just kind of neutral. Because I haven't extensively played Sonic Adventures 1 enough, nor have I ever played Sonic Adventures 2 at all in order to differentiate the two. I just know what people give it for a rating. So. Mm. Mm. Speaking of Orchid Studio, after we're done with this podcast, I'm gonna go ahead and start another gameplay live stream because this morning we were playing Star Trek Timelines, kind of grinding on it. I'm going to start playing Star Trek. No, not Star Trek. I'm gonna be going back to or continuing to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links because that's another piece of nostalgia from my childhood. You had like Star Trek that my mom got me into, I guess, young age. And you have Yu-Gi-Oh! Like classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links goes throughout the whole universe of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's funny because there's a movie. There is, in fact, an animated movie that features like your typical Yami, Yugi, and all the different characters from all the different different Yu-Gi-Oh timelines. You have Yami Yugi, you have the guy from Yu-Gi-Oh GX, you have the guy from the next Yu-Gi-Oh series. There's a lot, and I can't freaking Yu-Gi-Oh movie. I guess it was called Yu-Gi-Oh Age of Paradox or something, or I can't remember. It was a Yu-Gi-Oh movie based on a guy named Paradox, and he hated the Yu-Gi-Oh the dueling games, because apparently in the future Yu-Gi-Oh duel games kills or destroys the planet or something. I don't know. I don't remember at all, but you know. The reason why I share this is because I watched the movie on it goes a free app called Tubi you would find on Roku TV, and the movie was free to watch with ads. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, not it wasn't like my top tier Yu-Gi-Oh movie, um, but it was interesting to see like a bunch of characters come together. But that's the thing. Here's the thing. I stopped watching Yu-Gi-Oh altogether after watching Yu-Gi-Oh GX for a while. The first Yu-Gi-Oh series I watched was, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Masters, the original, with Yugi, Muto, Yami Yugi, all them shits. So Sito, Kaiba, Maximilian, Pegasus, all those characters. And then they had Yu-Gi-Oh GX. And then I guess I stopped watching Yu-Gi-Oh GX because us kids around that time, got into a new fascination. I'm sure y'all are gonna love what I'm about to say or hate it, but hey, there was a Yu-Gi-Oh-esque show that didn't really involve card play per se. It involved, uh, you know, these little sphere-like monster toy things with magnets on them. Bakugan. There was a game. There's a show called Bakugan Battle Brawlers that us kids started getting into. I never fully got into Bakugan Battle Brawlers. I have a manga somewhere, either in my bag or at the house. Um, but me personally, I wasn't a big, huge fan of Bakugan Battle Brawlers. My diehards were Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That's it. That and the Pokemon series we're talking about. Original Pokemon series, and then I can't remember all the other Pokemon series. There was movies I watched via Pokemon called something Lucario, Legend of Lucario. Then you had Age of Deoxys or something. And we had the original Yu-Gi-Oh movie that featured Mewtwo. Years later, my mom convinced me to watch Pokemon Detective Pikachu. I mean, yeah. I mean, come on, it's Ryan Reynolds playing the voice of Pikachu, so it was more than necessary for me to watch that. And dude, it even more amazing that they came out with Detective Pikachu Pokemon cards, which only made sense. Like if you're gonna put a movie that has Detective Pikachu in it, you gotta pull out the Pokemon cards. So. Mm. Mm. And what gets me about the Detective Pikachu movie and regarding Ryan Reynolds being the voice of Pikachu, in Candid, Ryan Reynolds plays the main protagonist's father in that movie. And the ideology that when he was infused with his Pokemon, he didn't remember him. It was literally just Pikachu taking over the thought process and the voices, all that. It's a weird concept. Mm. Mm. Look, this. Mm. Mm. Aw. 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 Mm. Mm. Yeah. So yeah, we might as well end this stream early because I'm too excited to play some Yu-Gi-Oh. So, all right, guys, we're gonna end this little podcast already. You see, I had an original thought process on what I was going to talk about on this podcast, but then my lazy butt fell asleep and kind of yeah. So this was been a nice talk. I will see you guys in a few minutes. I'm actually going to set up for some Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh wait, hold on. We got Al's accent chat. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Why am I not surprised Alex came in? I mean, based up. Alzak, what's going on? He says, "What you eating, my brother?" Domino stuffed crust pizza with sausage, steak, obviously stuffed cheese crust, and garlic parmesan alfredo sauce. So, mm, 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 yeah. So, oh, mm, oh well. Mm, oh. That pizza. Wait, what? What's Alex saying? He says that pizza was really good. I had it when it came out. Oh, he's talking about the stuffed crust. Yeah, it's good stuff. Oh, mm, 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 mm. All right. Hmm. Uh, uh, all right. Alex says, what was the game where you won the most and the game you lost the most?" Oh dear. I don't really recall Alzac. Here's the thing. I have so many video games that I've like dabbled in and dived in. There's been so much over the course of not only just my 13 years on YouTube, but there's also the component ideal subject of before my career of YouTube. There's been so much, and I that's a tough question to answer. 100%. That is the same difficult answer I can't come up with, along with how many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Pop. That's that kind of question. But I will say, I guess one of the most epic wins I've had recently on the channel here was actually the last YouTube short that I clipped was when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and I somehow won like one attack killed this NPC. Like we defeated her with just one attack. So and it wasn't like the test dungeon where you have to do certain puzzles. Excuse me. I literally supercharged one of my monsters and buffed them so hardcore with enough power attack points that I literally knocked the other player out with one hit to its monster. So, because I don't know if some people know, in Yu-Gi-Oh, if you attack the other opponent's monster when they're in attack mode, when their placers, when their other characters, when their monsters in attack position, um, whatever they have for attack or defense, blocks most of their life points are defended. But the rest of what the defense couldn't do, it does damage to the player's attack points or not attack points, life points. So it was kind of funny that I literally supercharged my monster I had on the field, and then it completely wiped this character out. On the first turn. In the first turn I played, that I could do attack points. Like the actual first round, the first turn, you cannot attack your opponents. You can set down a monster card and that's it. That's the first part of the Yu-Gi-Oh battle. The first part of the duel where you just summon a monster or something, cannot attack another player. You just end your turn. But the second round, you have a chance to attack your player's monster while they summon. It was the second round, and I somehow managed to supercharge one of my Xyz summon monsters to a point where it just knocked the player off the map, basically. Mm. 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 Yeah, thank you, Alex. I appreciate that, brother. Oh. Oh. Mm. Real quick, though. Mm. So, I learned something new about my sister and my mom of what they got here at the house. And Alex, I don't know if you're still there, brother, but um, I'm. And Alzax personally mentioned this on one of his videos before. He was taught, or he actually, I think he talked about it to me on my old channel in chat or something. Alzax and I were one time talking about when I was on a live stream or something, and he mentioned like different cities having different levels of good tasting water. They have different water. Oh, I see you, Alzax. Good. Good, because I wanted to personally have you on here while I told you this, while I talked about this. So Alzax, I remember you talking about different cities having different tasting water. Some have better tasting water. Some have the best tasting water. I remember you saying this, and I remember thinking, like Brita water filter pitchers, you know, Brita bottles, the Brita bottles and the Brita pitchers that filter your water, you know. They remove lead and stuff, filter out lead. Well, my sister and my mom have a Brita filtered pitcher, and before you think it's this is not a Brita bottle. It's a pitcher that they have in the fridge that has a Brita filter in it. Well, I poured myself some Brita water, as I would like to call it, and yeah. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I already had some of this water earlier. And I will say, it does taste better than the tap it would if it's not filtered. And I enjoy the fact that this is my first, and just to clarify, this is my first time trying any water that's been filtered through Brita. Because I guess when Brita bottles and stuff first came out on like on the telly, regarding advertising, so everyone's like, oh, like you would think like people, oh, it's just another advertised feel they're probably faulty. But, excuse me, but several friends of mine, like high school, were like, dude, we thought we were being fooled. And I'm like, what do you mean? So one of my friends was telling me they got a Brita bottle that has the filter in it. And they're like, dude, listen, you ain't tasted what Aqua Heaven till you get a Brita bottle and filter out the water. And I'm like, dude, maybe one day, man. But finally got my chance. And I will say, it is the best tasting bar I've ever had. Not to mention, mom is and my sister are nice enough to put the not nice, it's kind of mandatory. She puts the Brita pitcher in the fridge, and it's nice and cold by the time it gets out. Ick. Scam Chan, how you doing, buddy? I guess we have no choice but to stay alive because we're getting people in chat. How you doing, Scam Chan? How's it going? How's Queenie? How's Queenie of Karma doing? How's Queenie doing? I think that's who you're friends with. I think that's where I met you, Scam Chan. I think that's actually where I met you as Queen of Karmas, right? I'm pretty sure that's why I met you. But yeah, if that is, how's Queenie? How's Queen of Karma doing? How is she? Kind of miss that beautiful woman. My YT sister, if you will. My female YT pen pal, if I may. Gotta be careful that water don't go down the wrong pipe. Yeah, so you say, yeah, you're from her. Queen is doing well. Good, good, good. I always worry about her sometimes, you know. Her being a mom, if you will. A mom, if you will. Quality H2O. Speaking of H2O and references to Adam Sandler being one, but my mom told me recently she went to see Happy Gilmore 2 and she loved it. I'm I I'm almost convinced I want to go. I'm almost convinced I want to watch Happy Gilmore 2, but I'm not entirely convinced. So I need to hear more people's opinion. I mean, my mom is a good opinion giver. It's just, regardless, I need to hear a little bit more people's opinion, like second opinions and all that, because I don't want to put myself to watch a movie that's not exactly good quality movie. You know, if it's not up my alley, you know, I need to hear a little bit more opinions before I can commit to watching a movie like that. Big scams and get quality H2O. And just before you guys, since I'm saying just released the movie, Gatorade. H2O, man. Gatorade. H2O. And then, of course, the part where it goes, need on that. Need on that. I freaking love that movie, Waterboy. Funniest movie. I believe the Waterboy character. The movie won't hurt you. Yeah, it may not, but again, okay, let me put this. I hate to sound like your average Hellboy, but like Ron Perlman Hellboy, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Let me put this to you as delicately as I can. Um, I, Retro Frickin' Scorpion, aka my name is Zach Riel, I don't sit very still through movies. I can't like I can't sit still during a movie. My mom will validate this. There are certain movies that I will sit still through. It's normally not a it's normally not a live action movie that I can sit still through. Like recently, a couple months ago, I was recommended a movie that was nostalgic, by ours truly, Legion of Comics. Because truth be told, I was on Legion Comics panel talk about Turok, the video game, and I told him, like, dude, me and my siblings were talking about how they should have made a Turok movie. And he dropped the anvil of information. He goes, Retro, I hate to tell you this, but there's already a Turok movie out. I'm like, well, what is it? He gives me the link. He tells me all about it. It's a movie being Turok, and it's literally Turok, the Turok, not just some rando. Um, it's a movie called Turok, Son of Stone. It's the, I guess, movie adaptation of when Turok entered the Lost Land. So, and I took time off of YouTube that particular morning, and I was watching Turok Son of Stone via YouTube Movies, the free with ads, because this particular movie is on YouTube Movies, free to watch for free with ads. And I watched it, and I'm like, okay, that was pretty sweet. That was pretty good. Those are the types of movies I can sit through. And we were and Scam Chan. We were just talking about a movie I sat through earlier in this stream. Yu-Gi-Oh! Age of Paradox or something. That movie I sat through. Like, you either have to for the only possible way. I told my mother this. The only possible way you can get me to sit through those kind of movies is if it's in a movie theater or something like that. Because if it's in a movie theater, that means the stakes are so high regarding the price you have to pay to get in and all that, that I literally have no choice but to not back out. I can't back out after purchasing a ticket to a movie. That's the only difference. If it's like at home or in my room, I can't sit still because I know I have any chance to back out to go back to my YouTube or playing video games. So, but if it's like in a movie theater where I have a ticket bought for me, or if I buy a ticket myself to a movie there, I know damn well I'm gonna sit through the movie knowing that I purchased a lot. Um, purchased a ticket, paid a lot for a ticket. You should watch Spider Baby. Spider Baby. Huh. Hold on. I'm gonna Google this. What's you talking about? Spider Baby. What? This is a thing. I wonder if it's the same thing he's talking about. Spider Baby. There's no friggin' way. It's a 1967 movie. Really? What the hell? Spider Baby, 1960. Okay, that's a plot twist. Huh. Spider Baby. Images. Oh, hell no. Well, hold on. I want to see if it's a movie. Where the hell is this? I want to see pictures. Here it is. Spider Baby movie poster. Oh my god. With all due respect, Scam Chan, how about no? I'm not gonna lie to you. I love movies that are classic, but one of the things, it is a crazy watch. Clearly, given the fact that I have arachnophobia, and will probably lose my motherfucking mind if it's that kind of deal. So, if it actually involves spiders, I'm not interested. I mean, no. I refuse. I respect the decision you make, but I'm not willing to put myself through hell just to watch a movie like that. No. Ah, man, fun times. Yeah. really fun times I've seen this movie. It's gonna be getting a jump scare and having a brain aneurysm. So cheap girls like that can kiss my ass. No offense. I do not like spider-based movies. Like Spider-Man's different. It's Marvel. I can handle a Spider-Man movie, but this movie does not fit that category. If only a few, it's only a few spiders in it. Yeah, no. Like you can take all that and like no. Like Scamton, I love you, man. I respect you as a friend and everything, but I don't think you quite understand or fathom the fact that I and my certain members of my family have severe arachnophobia. Like we're terrified. We are petrified of of those things. It's more common in scary. I don't care. I don't like spiders. My mom is one of the very few, first people in our family that has arachnophobia. So no, I'm a pass. I love you. I respect you, but I'm not gonna watch that movie. Skimson says, "I would watch you watch the movie." Yeah, that's a hell of a cheap throw. All right, still not gonna happen though. Non-existent. I'm not gonna watch the movie just so I can get jump scare and have a little anxiety brain area. I'm not willing to have an anxiety attack over a movie. Sorry. In the name of my child is up. No. No. so with all due respect, man, I love you. I respect you, but I don't commit to people enough just to go to a movie just to get myself petrified for no reason. It's like, what's the benefit of me getting petrified? Sure as hell ain't no money gain for that. There's no food or snack here. The first 15 minutes, no spiders. Yeah. Nope. Doesn't matter. Spiders or no spider, I'm not doing it. First 15 minutes of spiders are full spider. I'm not doing it. No. You not gonna get it. You can you can't always get what you want. Oh, you can get what you need. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna shut this down because I actually have to get ready for that Yu-Gi-Oh live stream. Plus, we're gonna check in on my starter. I got something started. I can't even start on this shit. I'm gonna check in on uh, the Star Trek timeline as well as play Yu-Gi-Oh. So I'll see you guys here in a few minutes.